guys, so welcome back. I'm gonna get started by taking this Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer, using it as an eyeshadow base, also using it to clean up my brows. Just to throw this out there though, if you have super oily lids or you tend to crease really easily, this is not going to be the product for you. I don't have that problem, so that's why I'm okay with using this. Then I'm just going to take my RCMA powder and set this entire base so that it doesn't crease. And I will primarily be using this Morphe 35C palette. I'm going in with this orange shade as my transition color with my MAC 224 brush. Just going to build this up and kind of taper it out. Going back into the same palette, I'm going to take this orange shade and I'm going to take that on the same exact brush. I'm going to start building this up directly into my crease, kind of where the fold of the eye is, not covering too much of the transition shade because we want to build intensity in the crease. Moving on to the next shade, I'm going to take this one called Love Letter from Anastasia, and it's the same one that comes in the Modern Renaissance palette. I just have a single version of it, so I'm taking that on a tapered blending brush from Pretty Bar Cosmetics. I'm going to keep saturating this until I like how intense it is. Now I'm going to go in with this MAC Cosmetics single eyeshadow, and I'm taking this on a tapered blending brush. Notice how my brushes are getting smaller because I'm working with more precision now. I'm working with more detail. So here my focus is to create depth and intensity while still keeping the pigmentation in the areas that I want it to be. Now I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Medium with my Dose of Colors flat concealer brush. I'm going to slowly start creating my cut crease shape. Let me touch on this real quick though. Everybody's cut crease is going to be totally different because we all have different features. Our eye shapes are different. Some people have smaller lid space, some people have a larger lid space. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this tutorial. Make it your own and kind of work with your specific eye shape. The yellow that I'll be using is this one from the Morphe 35C. I'm just going to pack it on, and when I get closer up to the crease, I switch over to a smaller brush because I feel like it reaches in those little areas a lot easier and it doesn't come off too patchy. Just so that it's not left completely blank, I'm just going to take whatever was left of that burgundy shade and diffuse this into the yellow. For my wing liner, I'm taking my NYC Black Liquid Liner. Originally, I was going for a thin wing, but you guys already know how that goes. You start off thin and it starts getting thicker and thicker. So the struggle was real, but either way, me gustó. It came out perrón, so that's all that matters. Wings have a mind of their own. Either they're thick, they're thin, there's no in between. The lashes I went with were these from Lash Pop. You guys know I love this brand, and I'll leave everything linked down below as well if you're interested in checking them out. They're really affordable too. Puta madre, guys. This part was a little hard to do on camera. It's not hard to do. It's just you have to be very precise and have a very steady hand. So I like to lean my hand against my cheek, which is why my head's kind of crooked here. But that's my biggest tip, is just have something to lay your hand against. It really helps. Alright, so you guys really seem to like when I do talk-throughs, so I decided to do my foundation portion on camera and just do a talk-through. Alright, so I already have my skin primed. I just went ahead and took the Gerard Cosmetics Illuminating BB Cream, or BB Plus Cream I think it's called. So now I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Stick Foundation. You guys know that this is my favorite one. I don't like using anything that's super heavy, and I know this is like a full coverage foundation, but I feel like if you put less, you can sheer it out, so I just put less than I usually do. I'll blend it in. I'm going to go ahead and apply concealer, and I'm just using my L'Oreal True Match Concealer. While I'm doing this though, let me quickly fill you guys in on some newness. I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be hosting a seminar out in LA on August 26th. So if you have been wanting to go to one of my classes and haven't gotten a chance to, this is your shot. I will leave the link down below. It's so different from seeing someone over a screen versus in person. I always tell my students that too, is you can learn so much from YouTube. There's only a certain amount you can learn off of YouTube. Everything else is really hands-on. So I always tell people my seminars are really informative, and if you're wanting to become a freelance artist, this is the class for you, because I do also touch on branding yourself, being a successful makeup artist, and how to do all of that good stuff. My classes have been growing so much time and time that it's just so amazing, and it's all thanks to you guys. I just get so excited whenever I meet you guys in person or whenever I see you guys out. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But If you guys can make it out there and you want something to do and you want to learn some cool shit, definitely come hang out with me. I would love to meet you guys. We'll have so much fun, giveaways, raffles, overall just so much information during class. So I'm just really excited to hang out with you guys. Moving on, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury foundation. This is actually a powder foundation. And oh my gosh, no la chingues. This stuff is so good. It is so micronized that when you apply it on, it just looks like a second skin, which is crazy to get out of a powder, because usually, you know, powders end up looking a little heavy, a little thick or cakey in the skin. And this one doesn't do that at all. I actually picked one up from my kit and my clients have been loving it. So I'm going to pick up the other 2 shades because I believe it only comes in 3 shades. And I will definitely be picking up the other colors because this stuff is bomb. It's pricey, don't get me wrong. I think it's like $45, which is ridiculous for a powder, but it's so good that I don't mind. You know, lo bueno cuesta. Next, I'm going to take the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. This is like a bronzing powder or face powder, but I like to use it as a bronzer because, again, it's super micronized and it just looks like a second skin. I don't want that heavy look to the skin. So I'm just going to bronze up the skin a little bit. I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick. This one is in Bronze Glow. Here I just went in with my Ingot Gel Liner number 77 into my waterline and smoothed it out using a flat shader brush. Then I'll take the same exact color, that burgundy red, right underneath to create like a smoky effect. We're going to take it way back. If you guys are a longtime subscriber of mine, you know that I really love the Nars Salsa Lip Liner. I haven't used this in a really long time, but I found it in my drawer and I was like, let's try it out again today. So that's what I'm going to line my lips with first and then fill in with a lipstick. This gloss you guys see me use in my last tutorial is from Pop Beauty. It's called Bare Nectar. It's a beautiful neutral gloss and it's so nice because it's not really sticky feeling. And this is pretty much it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys in my next one.